Good morning and welcome to the pre-market report for 27 July 2022. Now, before we delve into the pre-market report, today we'll cover naturally the American indices and then Nifty and Banknifty, and also we'll look at Zomato. Why? Because Zomato has been in the news and I believe it's again at an important level at which it can decide a future price trajectory or the medium term, which will be quite significant. Now, on the international news front, there isn't much. Basically, everyone is basically waiting for the Federal Reserve meeting and the announcement to occur. Some of the Indian brokerages like Axis and all are saying that it's, according to them, forget this hike, also the September hike, which will happen, is already priced in, which makes me think that the guy sitting there is one hell of a classy idiot, but that's to his own prerogative, because how can you also consider September's rate hike to be priced in already? Now, when we look at the American indexes, the future right now is positive. That is why we are seeing this small white candle. However, yesterday the American indices had a good fall. For example, the Nasdaq came further down and has come towards the moving averages. Now today is going to be very interesting to see how things go, because number one, the 20-day is it's crossing over the 50-day. It started the process. So we'll have to see whether the rate hike is negative for the index or not, because if it breaks this, then you're going to the core support resistance at 11,650 or mine. So basically this is going to be a very important zone, the 12,000 zone for it, and it's going to decide how the index performs for the coming sessions. The next is the basically S&P 500, and it's the same pattern. It had a decline yesterday, held it to a 50-day moving average, and today the future is slightly positive, but we'll have to see if that positivity can survive till the beginning of the American trading session. But as I had said earlier, it is still trading within the two quant resistance zones I had given. As it broke the first one, but now that one has come support, and it has been now basically yesterday was the 5th trading session in which it stayed within the same range. Next is the Dow Jones. The Dow Jones, out of all of them, is in the daily chart more positive, but if you look at it in the intraday time frame, let's say the 3-hour and the 4-hour chart, it is the most bearish. This year it has also been hanging around after getting rejected as a quant resistance zone. However, the Dow Jones, if it breaks the low of yesterday's candle, I'm expecting a very sharp dip straight to the 20-day moving average, which is also right now the quant support zone, which is a former quant resistance zone. Now the next one is Zomato. Now Zomato is at a crucial point. Zomato closed at 41.65 yesterday, and I believe if it manages to break 41.65, then it is headed to 39 rupees, and 39 rupees is going to be a very crucial zone for it, because I say this because on the weekly chart, if we get a bearish close below 39 rupees, then Zomato is headed to 30.30 rupees. 30 rupees we can consider the flat price. So the 39 rupee mark is going to be very important for this stock, and the break of it sends us to 30 rupees, which will damage a lot of investors. And in fact, if you can search on Google with Zomato and my name, and you will see investing articles in which I tracked it up till it reached for 49 rupees, after which I stopped writing articles on it because I was focusing on other stocks. So basically we see now that it did break the basically 49 mark, and then after which 50 to 49, and this is what triggered the new fall. So Now the next is 39. 39 is really going to be important for the stock to hold. Now when we come to local indices, we see that me and clients had sold calls above 16,800 for next week, and this week we had sold above 16,500. Now this week's calls were under pressure for some time, but all are back into profit, and next week calls are all in a profit too. So we had booked the PE sell profits earlier, so now overall it's in a good profit situation for the July 28th strikes, which are expiring tomorrow, P and CE sells, and the CE sells also the 4th August strike, which is for next week. So that all is doing very well, and it will be interesting to see how it continues. Now, as of now, basically, then we can say the Nifty, it has been trading within a range, and it has reached its simple candle support, and if it were to break this, then it's going to head to my former resistance, which will act now as a support at 16,260. Now the same can be said for Banknifty. Banknifty has not reached the candle support, but Banknifty is going to be the one which will be key to track, because if it breaks this level, then it's going to have a very fast decline on the downside. So that is all basically for the indexes, and thank you for watching, and do like the video and subscribe to the channel.